There is quite a big change this year at TEFAF in Maastricht, and that is that there are quite some new big players in the modern art.
We made big changes compared to the last few years.
Yeah.
A lot of people are unhappy, and we feel very sorry, we feel very sad about all of that, but we want to explain that TEFAF is not a Dutch fair, you see. TEFAF is an international fair.
As the name
Basel
says.
is not a Swiss fair, Basel is an international fair, and that's the very important message that we're trying to persuade. The big difference also is that now I established a selection committee. So we have 5 people on the selection committee, and those 5 people, we look at the dossier, at the application of everybody who applies, and then we study every application very thoroughly, and then we make the selection. And the result is what we see today, and we all feel that it's a very good improvement from last year, where we brought in a lot of very, very strong international galleries that have good presence all around the world.
Yeah.
So the idea is to have a strong modern section for many years to come. This was so necessary with TEFAF.
A lot of changes this year and more modern art, and you back from since a long time ago. What do you think about the whole changes?
Well, the reason why I think there are good changes is the reason that I'm here.
One of the reasons.
The fact that TEFAF has given a new focus on modern is one of the reasons. And the other reason for me is that TEFAF is a destination point where you want to go physically rather than where you actually know already what you're going to see. It's the element of surprise, the mystery of what you're going to discover, and if it's not modern, then you'll discover something else. So it's an elegant setup that makes you want to visit physically, which is, I think, very important for art fairs in the future, that it's not something that is just a market, but also a destination point.
Yeah. And was it also, in your point of view, necessary to do a change like this?
Absolutely. I think we're living in a moment of the art market, the world in general, but the art market is what I can talk about. We're living at a time where things are changing dramatically. I think the next generation of younger collectors are requiring that you have a fair like that also covers the modern. I think also the modern versus, let's say, the contemporary is a good focus for TEFAF, because TEFAF is a connoisseurship fair. And modern requires connoisseurship collectors and an educational element, which TEFAF provides. So it distinguishes itself from other fairs that focus on contemporary art primarily. This TEFAF part of the 20th century will focus on modern, and it will become a home for a lot of modern galleries and collectors that are interested in that area.